Oh, hello, and welcome back to the Parlay Closet podcast. We have your boys, Noah, Waz, and Gibby, and we're back, coming off a really good fight night, pay-per-view to another goddamn fight night in the Apex. I hate the Apex.
I hate you.
I know you do. Yet you still show up every week, Waz. Why is that?
Well, because someone's gotta do the tough job around here. Deal with
Associate with me.
much.
All right, boys. What'd y'all think of last week?
It was a good fight. I'm surprised that Cheeto didn't get knocked out with that freaking knee.
I don't know what
Dude,
he is made of.
Then,
He is not human.
did you hear the noise that freaking thing made? That fucking
Bro.
thing made?
O'Malley walked out in a boot, and he walked out with his arm in a brace because of how he basically broke his bones punching him in the face.
Dude, it sounds like O'Malley is always having a hard time putting people away.
Dude, they keep giving him the toughest guys who just won't die. Landed over 300 strikes.
Not
That's
wrong.
insane.
Yeah.
62% accuracy too, which is insane. Oh man, Cheeto's just not human.
Nope.
Also, he got robbed. Did you hear that? While he was fighting, he got robbed.
Really?
Yeah,
What the hell?
fucked.
Who robbed them?
Someone just broke into his house and just took shit, I guess, while this man was fighting for his life. Jeez.
Man.
And then my boy, Dustin Poirier.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Who would have
Honestly, what a garbage can.
Yeah.
Guy's still pulling a gilly.
Waz still just will never love Dustin. I don't know why. Homie is tied for most fight of the nights. He is statistically tied to be the most exciting fighter in UFC, but Waz still just doubts him, still hates him.
Hey,
Did
man.
you know he landed 82% of his shots in that fight? He missed only like 6 punches.
You know who doesn't care? Me.
Yeah, because you're locked the night, miss. I'm sorry.
Fuck you. You're not allowed in my house anymore.
I'm sorry. I got very rowdy when Dustin won. I got very rowdy.
And that's why Noah's not allowed for any card past 9 o'clock.
That's all of them.
Well, I got a noise complaint. I got to pay $100 now, so you are not allowed here.
Did you really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? They were
Wow.
banging. They were banging downstairs the whole time.
Yeah. Well, they didn't get a fine, or maybe they did, but I did too. So you're not allowed.
Sorry.
You're gone. You can't.
No. Speaking of that, you saw Josh Parisian get knocked out 18 seconds
Oh, of course.
to a,
Oh, I was
to a
just kidding.
debutant.
Okay, you scared me for a second. I was about to say, God damn, dude.
No,
I just
but
got
you're not doing
hacked.
that again.
I won't.
I'll set you on fire.
Unless Dustin wins the belt.
Then you're not watching that here. You're not allowed. Anytime any of your, if there's an Adesanya card, a Dustin card, who else is on there? Are those the two?
I'm not gonna say it now. I'm
Well, you're not
gonna
allowed.
say it.
If either of those two guys are fighting, you're definitely not coming.
Fair enough. Hey man, I was pretty quiet the last 2 Izzy cards.
It doesn't matter, buddy.
I was very quiet
Yeah.
because I was
well,
depressed.
Sucks to suck. But all right, let's move on with our lives. Did you guys hit any bets this week? What were your best hits? Noah lost
Dustin
everything
KO.
by the second fight starting, so that was fun to watch.
Dustin KO is really one of the only things I hit. My round robin hit, but it was by 5s, and I only hit 5 legs, so the
They're about to say
payout
Matt Fluke.
was nothing.
That was a couple legs short on a parlay, but I had took a O'Malley knockout. That would have cashed me, a couple $100, but I got greedy.
I got screwed by Moroz and Almeida. Those are my main 2. Mm.
Oh, I got Jack Della Melena. I had him money line. I had Noah's favorite fighter, Curtis Blades, money line. I had Michael Page money line, Philip Lynn's money line. So those all hit for me. I also had a Curtis Blades and JDM parlay at plus 204 that hit, and then also a Michael Page and Philip Lynn's at plus 324 that hit. So
I had the reverse JDM and then Almeida. And we saw how that turned out. I should have put more in JDM. I sat there like halfway through the night saying, why wasn't he my lock of the night? He had such good odds, and I knew he was going to take out Burns. But oh well. Well, boys, you ready to get into this fight night?
no.
Yes, sir.
You know what? Me neither. Because it's a goddamn Apex card. At least it has some fun fights, but What is that main event? So first
Yeah.
off, we're gonna go with. I've tried so many times. I pronounced his name so many times. I can't get it. Sharamopoulos Gregorio. I'm I'm
As
close.
good as it's gonna
I
get.
think Gregorio was close. Yeah.
Versus Chad and Helliger. And
Chad,
Helliger.
Chad Ochocinco.
Chad Ochocinco.
Let's go.
We're gonna go with Grigor versus Chad. So,
Yeah.
getting into this matchup, it's a solid matchup. I do like Grigor. He's a pretty solid Muay Thai fighter. He's got really, really good power. I really like how he pops on his shots, and I like his Muay Thai ability. Chad, his last 2 fights haven't looked good, and he has one of the worst bases in MMA, which is being Canadian. I don't know how I feel about Chad, honestly. What do you think? I already know what you think, Waz, but I want to hear you say it.
Why? What do you think?
I know how you feel about the Canadians and the Canadian MMA.
You know, it's tough. It's tough to have complete confidence on either side here. But I'm gonna lean with the speed and power and striking advantage of I'm not gonna try to say this dude's name.
Grigor.
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 That should allow him to land more damage, I think. So, what do you think, Gibby?
I'm kind of on the opposite of you guys. I think I just don't know. Let's see. I could see, Grego's getting the knockout early, but later on in the fight, I just don't think he's. I'm gonna trust more of Chad's durability, and I think, Gregor's or I don't know what's his neck. I can't even say his name. What is it, Gregoris or whatever? I think he's.
Gregorio.
I think he's more of a mid winner, so I'm just gonna take Chad KO round 3.
That's a winger out there. I'm gonna be going debutante Canadian. I'm gonna go debutante to get it done with a round 2 KO. Lucky round 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Gregorius via decision.
Oh. Didn't I have that initially? Yeah, I swapped it to KO. Oh well, good enough. Next fight, we're gonna have Jacqueline Amorim versus Corey McKenna. I don't like the butt scooting jiu-jitsu that I've seen from Jacqueline Amorim. She seemed to be pretty solid overall. She's got a good MMA career. But Corey McKenna, I just like her striking ability. She's pitbull, furious. She has a very high striking output. Just no power, as is with usual women's MMA. But who knows? It's a striker versus... It's a grappler versus kind of a striker matchup. But I don't know.
Yeah. Again, this is a tough one, and the odds indicate that. So I definitely think that McKenna is the better overall fighter, and I think we'll see her with the grappling defense here to keep the fight upright, where she can definitely showcase the striking advantage that she'll have. But I definitely don't think we'll be surprised to see her using her grappling in the deep waters. I'm pretty sure she's going to try to wear down Amorim. So, Brazilians won't be as threatening off her back. The first round and a half will be very important, I think, for Corey to really fight the way she needs to. So, I think she's currently minus 125 favorite, but this week
Currently the closest odds in the card this fight.
Yeah.
A lot of favorites. A lot of wide favorites.
Yeah. But yeah, what about you, Gibby?
Yeah, you guys already mentioned it. It's just a wrestler versus BJJ fighter, and I think the wrestler will pretty much win the minutes. And McKenna, she has a little bit more value to her than Amari, even though she has that 9-inch reach advantage. I don't think she's gonna use that as an advantage. So give me McKenna by decision.
I'm gonna be leaning with Gibby. Give me McKenna by decision.
I'm going McKinnon by decision.
Oh, we have a lot. We have a lot. Hey, but it's okay. This fight is gonna be a really goddamn good one. Josh Kulibau versus Danny Silva. So, as per usual, when I'm taping these fights, I'll usually take Sunday, and I used to watch like the last 1 to 2 fights, or maybe even a few, if it's a guy I really know, to see their fights. Danny Silva, his Contender Series fight against Pacheco, woo! That's a good fight. That was a damn good fight. I forgot about it because I saw it when it happened, but regardless, this is a guy who is very reckless, high striking output. Look at his landed per minute. It's insane, mainly juiced up from the Pacheco fight. And Kulibao's got a lot of power to him. He's a little bit more slicker. He's a little bit more composed under fire. But make no mistake, this should be a banger. There should be two guys throwing down, just giving it all they got. What do you think, Waz?
Yeah, for me, another fight where I felt the public would have been on Silva. So, I think due to his dominant performance last time out, I think they, what I see is Joshua, I think his name is, should be able to push Silva more than he has ever been pushed in his career, and definitely mixing up them grappling and takedown. So, I definitely think that there is a warranted small shot on the underdog, as I think he's like plus 1100 for his submission prop.
Oh my god!
Fight under 2.5 is something I really like. But
this is not going the distance.
You don't think so?
I can't see it. I normally love taking them decisions lately, but I can't with this one.
Okay, what do you have here, nigga? Give you then before Noah goes ahead.
I'm probably gonna go with the guy that throws more volume because I don't think Josh hasn't knocked out anyone in the UFC. He only submitted people, but hasn't knocked out anyone. So I'm probably going with Danny Silva by knockout.
I'm gonna have to.
I think Josh is durable, but but I think he'll get the knock. But go ahead, Noah. Sorry.
You didn't say what round.
It's round 2.
I'm going to agree with you, Gibby. I'm gonna go round 2 for Silva. I just think, man, 13 landed per minute. I just think someone's gonna get served.
I'm taking Joshua decision.
I figured that.
Well, we can move on
to the next fight. Rafael Filho. Oh my God! What happened? What happened?
Noah, what's
Rafael
happening?
Filho versus Ode Osborne. Oh my God! I bit my tongue and I couldn't pronounce it all at once.
Noah's having a stroke live.
Jeez.
Oh.
Yes, Filho. Really good jiu-jitsu. I still can't get that out of my mind where he almost ripped off Muhammad Mokaev's leg. I mean, Muhammad Mokaev still choked him out 30 seconds later, but regardless, his jiu-jitsu is pretty good. To put Mokaev in a position like that and shows that you know your stuff. And guess what? Ode Osborne, he makes a lot of mistakes in the grappling department. He makes a lot of mistakes, having lost his submission 3 times. Most recent against good old Asu Amalbaev. I do like Ode Osborne striking better. I think he's definitely the better striker. He could probably drop Filho, but that's a bad thing. You don't want to get a BJJ expert on their back. So, what do you have to say for, let's mix it. Actually, no, there's no point mixing up. Gibby has to go last. Guaz.
Stop
I'm
trying
sorry.
to mix it up, dude.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
all right.
man. I think Mitch has the type of pressure that Moises could definitely struggle with, which is why I'm not. Yeah, isn't it Moises? Theo Moises?
No, it's Rafael Filho.
What? Why is my shit all
Moises
goofy?
is fighting on the card, but later, my dude.
Is it?
Yeah. What's happening here?
Let me see. My notes may have gotten goofy. Wait, so which fight is it?
Rafael Filho versus Ode Osborne.
Ode Osborne. Dude, what the fuck is happening right now?
Ode Osborne.
All right, Gibby, you go ahead, buddy. I gotta figure out where in the order I lost this fight, dude. I don't have it anywhere.
Yeah, I think.
No, I
found it. I found it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I goofed it up. I guess I moved it. You know, sometimes in Word, when you move stuff, it just automatically will move shit for you. Well, I think that's what happened here. Okay, cool.
Just don't let it happen again.
Yeah, no. So back to me on this Ode Osborne situation. No, I was definitely hoping the public would be on Osborne here, but I definitely see apparently it's not that way. So Osborne has the early finish possibility in this fight. Outside of that, I think he will be in for some shit. So, Gibby, what do you think?
Pretty much, you already said it. It's just Ode Osborne round 1 KO or Filho sub round 2 or 3. But I'm going Filho sub round 2.
I have Filho round 2 sub.
Oh my God, we have a lock. I didn't expect this to be a lock. We are all on the same island. Filho sub round 2.
Oh damn it! I have to be on the same island as you two.
Oh, you love being on the same island as us.
Honestly, no.
Was if we weren't here, who you doing the show with? Damien?
No.
Rob?
Me and
We
Chase
haven't seen Rob since NFL ended.
Chase got this. Oh.
All right, next fight is a disgusting fight, to say the least.
Is it the Moises fight?
Yeah, Jose Nunez. Not the good
Not
Nunez
Jordan. Okay, it's girls. Okay.
versus Chelsea Chandler. This fight is yikes. Both of them are going down. I believe Chandler had a few fights at bantamweight, but Nunez is going down from women's featherweight because that division's gone. Both of them, I don't really like their size or stature for this weight class. And Chandler, I can't get out of my brain her running out of the octagon in her last fight against Norma Dumont. Got cracked with a shot and just ran the opposite way. And then Nunez, 5'3", just winging hooks against taller opponents. There's a 6-inch height difference. She's just going to be throwing her hands above her head. It's going to be a sloppy fight. It's going to be a brawl. Chandler's tough. Nunez is tough. I don't think this is going to be. Is that going to be really good or really bad? What do you think, Was?
Nunez.
Yeah.
I think Nunez will be a threat on the feet, but I don't think it's anything that could phase Chandler too much. So I definitely suspect Chandler dragged this fight to the ground relatively easy, and from there, I think she's too strong and vicious for Nunez to survive. So, what you think, Gibby?
Yeah, pretty much agree. It's just Nunez is gonna take it to the ground, probably be a ground and pound or just Nunez by decision. So, what do I want to go? Do I think she gets the finish? Probably not. I think decision by Nunez.
I'm going to agree with Gibby thinking Nunez decision, but I think it's going to stay standing the whole time. Just going to be sloppy. Was? He's still thinking.
I'm gonna go Chandler TKO round 2.
All right.
Fair enough.
I don't see it happening, but good luck.
And good luck picking with this fight. We have Natan Levy versus Mike Davis. I don't like this fight because I really sat there and I said, I like Mike Davis's grappling and his striking better than Natan Levy. Natan Levy's not bad, but I just think Mike Davis is better than him in most aspects. The problem is Mike Davis fights once a fucking year, man. Like, you get into the UFC and you fight once a year? Like, why do you do that? Why are you still here? Last time he fought was in 2022, I believe. Let me fact check myself. Yeah,
2022.
Why do you... He didn't even fight in 2020. He said, fuck that. I don't know. Natan Levy did not look good his last showing out. He's a solid fighter, like I said, but grappling, jiu-jitsu, everything, I like Mike Davis better. But again, he's been inactive. Who knows how he looks? So this is a hard one for me. That's why I'm going to let Waz shed some light into it.
Yeah, so this is interesting to see Levy's approaching this fight, considering he normally looks like he grinds his opponents out with wrestling. I definitely think Mike is clearly the better wrestler in the striking. I don't think there's anything Levy presents as a real threat that would cause Davis issues. So I definitely think we may see Levy's cardio issue come back and haunt him here as Davis puts him through the ringer with his own wrestling. And I definitely think Davis absolutely mauls Levy in the spot and finishes him late. Looking for a Davis sub or finish in the 3rd round, I think. So sub is probably around plus 900 last time I checked, and I think that's a little too far wide. As well as round 3 sub is plus 2800. So, I like the official line of Davis inside the distance, but Davis is also going to be my lock of the night. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Davis round 2 submission. Oh, round 3 submission.
Okay, Waz, I'll go with your lock of the night for once. But let's hear what Gibby has to say.
No, I'm agreeing with Waz. I mean, Levy, he gets a lot of takedowns, but does nothing with it. He doesn't submit, doesn't do any ground and pound, and does
Super
nothing.
low output.
Yeah, and questionable cardio, and I think he's just a boring fighter. So just give me Davis.
Yep, I'm gonna have to go with Davis too. Gibby, how you think Davis gets it done?
I just don't know how he's been over the years. I'm just gonna go decision.
I agree with you for the exact same reason. So, next fight. Now, we're going to have Thiago Moises versus Mitch Ramirez. Kind of a short notice, kind of not. Like it's had a little bit of time, but not that much. I won't say much on it other than Thiago Moises should dominate here. I want to put Thiago Moises as a lock of the night. I probably still will, to be honest with you, because fuck it. But he's the odds. That's just not fair. Mitch Ramirez should not be in there. Mitch Ramirez didn't even get into the UFC. He lost in the Contender Series, didn't get him a contract, and they couldn't get Brad Riddell to come in. So they said, "Hey, Mitch, want to fight Thiago Moises?" My only issue with Moises is he's quit in a lot of his latest losses. He seems to quit on himself. But if he doesn't quit, he should beat the shit out of Mitch.
Yeah, I gave him Moises sub round 1.
Oh, no respect to Mitch.
What do you got, Gibby?
Moises sub round 1, you said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I just took Moises' decision.
I'm going Moises KO round 2. He is heavy-handed. All right. Next. This should also be a pretty solid fight, but I think a little bit more one-sided than people are thinking. C-Rod, Christian Rodriguez, the slayer of teenagers and people underneath his weight class, going up against Isaac Dulgarian. Christian Rodriguez has fooled us all thinking he's better than he is. He's a weight bully, constantly missing weight. Now he's finally fighting in his normal weight class of featherweight against Isaac Dulgarian. Dulgarian, his ground and pound is nasty, disgusting, and vicious. If he had more of a submission game, this dude would be insane. But I definitely could see him beating the crap out of Christian Rodriguez. We saw Christian Rodriguez struggle in the grappling department against Ronaldo Rosas Jr. and only was able to beat him because Rosas gassed out trying to finish him, which he came close a few times. Dulgarian's going to get him in those same positions, and he's just going to whoop him, I think. I think this is a very ill-priced line, and I'm gonna put Dulgarian as my lock of the night. Yep. And Waz is against it. Let me hear you go, Waz. It's your dog of the night, C-Rod, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah.
3 units, baby, on the dog of the night, baby.
I knew it was.
Oh, you motherfucker.
How
doesn't
surprise
me to see Isaac as the favorite, especially after such a vicious UFC debut like he's had. The clean run has been really nice for him. Like I mentioned, I think in the past, I think we discussed Christian Rodriguez before now, right?
A few times.
Yeah,
few
so
times.
I think I mentioned in the past the background that Christian comes from. So I definitely hope that the size disadvantage he'll be at in his featherweight fights won't implement the ability to be successful. But luckily for him, I definitely think Isaac is not one of the bigger featherweights by any means. They both share the same height and length from what I saw. And I definitely believe that Isaac will be a little stronger, but I definitely don't think the strength difference will be obvious. And, with Christian, I think he fought Paris, and I definitely liked him there at 1+150. So I definitely, technically speaking, he is the more well-rounded fighter. What will Isaac look like when he's unable to keep Christian down? We don't know yet. We'll be dealing with a lot of submission attempts from both sides, but back as well as reversing some nice scenarios we've seen in his past fights. So definitely can continue to take and hold him and land enough damage. Definitely have no doubt there'll be a lot of takedowns early, but I definitely don't think he'll be able to keep Christian there and really pound on him for much of the time. So I'm gonna take Rodriguez, and I definitely think this will be a real test for him. And I don't think Isaac passes this test. So give me Rodriguez by sub. I'm between round 2 and 3, but I'll take round 2 sub.
Thank you for taking round 2, because I was thinking round 3. So.
Hey, Gibby.
And you're going C-Rod?
Yeah, I'm going Christian Rodriguez. I mean,
you guys are both against my lock.
Isaac.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Isaac 6 fights, all of them first round, either KO or sub. So do we trust that he has stamina after round 2 or 3? I mean, he's a good wrestler, but I think he
grinded, my boy.
He wrestled in college too, but like most of those matches are 8 minutes, so we don't know how he's going to be in really 15 minutes. So give me Christian Rodriguez sub round 3.
I'm going Dulgarian round 2 TKO. Next fight. GM3 versus Brian Barberena. This is a good fight. I don't like it. Mr. GM3 submission round 3. I don't think he's gonna be a sub round 3. I think he's gonna come earlier. Brian Barberena, since moving up to middleweight, not been that good. And what happened his last 2 fights at welterweight? He got subbed. One of which was by a much smaller RDA. RDA just fought a lightweight this weekend, and he subbed Brian Barberena with ease. GM3, a natural middleweight with really good jiu-jitsu. I don't like his chin as much, but I think he's just gonna immediately take down Bam Bam and just sub him easy, I think. I'm gonna go with round 1 submission for GM3. Was
Given the recent form of Barberena, I guess I guess I can't understand the odds here, but I definitely don't think Gerald presents as many threats as the prior 3 opponents that Barberena fought. For one, I'm not sold on Gerald's wrestling, and 2, I think the speed disadvantage he'll be at in this fight could definitely keep him from getting the game going. So I definitely suspect we'll see a handful of striking exchanges that could give Barberena a chance to hurt GM3. I also think Barberena has a better gas tank at the end, which should keep him in the deep waters to keep the fight upright and put the beating on GM3. I honestly never thought I'd see GM3 as a minus 200 favorite again, but here we are. So I'll have to take the advantage in the fading that, hoping Barberena can keep the show close and finish late. I'm taking Barberena via KO round 3.
Oh my god.
Gibby,
All right,
Barberena, KO,
round 3.
round 3. So, Waz, you're on an island all by yourself.
I'm on an island all by myself.
I'm
on
agreeing.
an island.
I'm agreeing with more with on Noah's side. I think
You about to say was.
GM3. I think he could get the submission down early. And I saw an article about Barberena that he was wanting to retire from UFC like a couple years ago, and then UFC just like, hey, we'll just give you more and more money. So I don't know if he's actually trying
I don't know
in his
why.
fights. And yeah, because he was fighting at welterweight, and now he's going up to middleweight. So is he really cutting weight then too?
Yeah, that's another thing to mention. I thought it was just because he wanted more of a size advantage, but that's
No,
even better thing to mention.
Yeah, I don't think he's just trying at all. So just give me GM3 submission round 1.
All right, all right.
All right.
Okay, I like it. I don't like this next fight. Another pointless rematch. Panini Kianzad versus Macy Chasson. What is with these women MMA rematches from like many years ago? I don't know. I don't like this fight because both fighters have been relatively inactive. Macy Chasson has not fought since 2022 when she got TKO'd from an up kick to the liver. And Kianzad, I can't remember her last fight, to be honest with you. I taped it. I don't remember it. I taped it. I don't know. That's how it was. Oh, it was Caitlin Vieira. Yeah, that fight. Yeah. Yeah, this is not going to be that great of a fight, to be honest with you. I think Kianzad has the advantage in the striking realm, and she's looked better than Macy Chasson. I know Chasson won the first time by submission. I don't think she's going to get another submission this time. I'm actually going to be going the opposite way of who won last time. I'm going with Kianzad this time by decision.
Yeah, I completely understand why Kansan is a big favorite in this fight. The lack of takedown defense from Panay leaves almost no way for her to get even close to a win. Just one thing I definitely keep my eye on as going through this fight is definitely the way she's going to break down early. So I'm also taking her by decision.
You went opposite of me. I took the underdog, baby.
Oh, you took who?
I took the underdog. I took Kianzad. You took
Oh.
Chasson, right?
Chase on decision, yes, sir.
Yeah, I took the
bad.
underdog with a
My
decision.
bad.
It's women's MMA. Dog or pass, my dude. Dog or pass.
Shit, it's still a decision, though.
Yeah, oh no, of course. You saw what happened with me and Morose last week. Ugh, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, I'm just going with the girl with the reach advantage. I think Macy's more well-rounded, and yeah, just give me Macy by decision.
I also don't want to take someone coming off a long layoff. I hate it. I hate it.
I hate it.
But you know what I hate even more? Why are we taking
Yeah.
someone's old man off the couch, poor old man OSP, and making him go up against a young, hungry Kenny and Chukwu? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
You know, OSP, he used to be in title contention. Do you know how many years ago that was? We were, I believe we were just leaving high school.
Damn, 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
It was like 8. It was like 8 or 9.
Oh.
Yeah, no. That OSP is gone. This OSP, he should have retired when we saw him back in Arizona 2 years ago, but he keeps going. I see no way he doesn't get knocked out. He's been finished in his last 3 losses. Actually, hold on, let me fact check myself that, but I'm almost certain I'm correct. He's been finished in his last decision. But he's been finished in 3 of his last No, he has been finished his last 3 losses because he won against Shogun. I remember that. So yeah, he's been finished his last 3 losses. OSP's old. Kenny and Chukwu not only is going to be younger, he has a good reach advantage of 3 inches. I could see him sniping OSP from distance and just knocking him out. So give me Kennedy round 1 knockout. Get this out of my face.
I think the under 1.5 may be the spot at -140. It doesn't at all surprise me that Kennedy is a big favorite here, but it is something I'm willing to latch onto for the weekend. So OSP is slowly on the way out. This is a great opportunity. Let's go ahead and take the violence, take it the chalky way of Kennedy round 1 KO.
Gibby.
Yep. Kennedy round 1 KO.
Hey, oh no, a lock. Oh no. But we have a lock, boys. And it's a disgusting one. Why is OSP here? Just retire the man.
Yeah, I feel like he doesn't want to fight anymore, really. So.
I mean, he clearly does, but he keeps showing up. He's not winning. He's just taking damage. He could have went out on a win against Shogun, and nobody would have batted an eye, but I guess not. But okay, next fight is a very good one, actually. Brian Battle versus Ange Lusa. Lusa? Yes. I really like Brian Battle. I've been high on him his last couple fights. He was the Ultimate Fighter winner, and then he went up against Renat Fakhretdinov, and I was just like, oh, okay, maybe we've seen this level. But then he's come around, put on some good performances. He had a really insane 15-second or 14-second battle back at UFC Charlotte. I like his striking. I like his jiu-jitsu. I like him in all aspects. Ange Lusa, not really getting any knockouts in the UFC, but he's still a power hitter. He's still powerful. He still hits hard. So I'm a little bit torn, but I think I gotta take Battle by finish. It's just I'm still trying to figure out how I think Lusa gets finished. Because also I kind of don't want to take him by finish because he's only one lost by decision. So I'm gonna let Waz go so I could think on a little bit more.
Yeah, I've definitely been a favorite of Battle throughout the career, but I think his background is sketchy. I still have some question marks about his effectiveness at the weight class. Definitely feel Lusa presents enough of a knockout threat and potential grappling threat that it could definitely keep Battle on the defensive for most of the matchup. I'm willingly betting. Last time I think I bet against Lusa, if I'm not mistaken. So. And confidently at that. So
Risk McNee.
Yeah, I definitely ended up paying for it if I'm not mistaken. So I lost.
No. If it was Riss, Lusa.
No,
yeah,
I think it was the one.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, it was Riss. He beat Riss.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely certain. I'm not gonna really try to go after this one as far as the bet goes, but I definitely think that looking for his power and grappling, keeping Battle guessing, that should definitely give Lusa a chance to win on the scorecards. Battle round 3 is something you want to look at if you're interested in a Battle win. I think if he does, he's going to get it late, and I'm pretty sure it's plus 1,000. But I think I'm just going to go with the easier of the two, and it's a 50-50 for me. So I'm going to take a Lusa decision. But if it is going to be Battle, I'm going to say Battle round 3. But for me, it's Lusa decision.
Gibby.
I don't think anyone is knocking out Lusa. He's pretty durable. He hasn't been knocked out. He only loses in decision. While Battle, I think he has pretty good fight IQ. I mean, against AJ Fletcher, he switched up to grappling, even though the striking wasn't working. So I mean, he out grappled the grappler and got the submission. So I'm gonna take battle by decision.
I'm gonna take battle by round 3 KO. I'm gonna play it risky again. I do agree it was. I like it late. I definitely think it goes late. Okay.
Cool.
And now we're on to the main event of the evening. I'm gonna say it. This main event sucks. It's gonna be a fun fight. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be a fun fight. It's gonna be fun to watch. But we don't need Tai Tuivasa ever in a 5-round fight. We don't need Marcin Tybura in a 5-round fight. This could only lead to bad things if it goes on for 5 rounds. Stop having heavyweights fight in the goddamn apex for 5 rounds.
All right, I'm gonna take it over here. I'm gonna say this quickly, and I'm gonna say this fast. Tybura as an underdog is an auto bet. Yes, Tuivasa has a chance to knock him out, but during his run, Marcin has shown he can deal with power punchers. He can't deal with power punchers that are explosive and fast, like Aspinall. So don't judge him on that loss.
Nobody could really
Luckily
take on
for
Aspinall.
him,
Current champion, yeah.
Tuivasa is not that, of course. The motherfucker loves his shoeies, so there's definitely some danger associated with the fight. But Marcin is good enough all-around game to cause Tuivasa issues. And from his output to movement to clinch to grind, Tuivasa is outmatched in this fight. So give me Marcin Tybura by decision.
Oh.
What you got, Gibby?
I'm taking Ty TKO round 2.
I hate you.
I'm not betting shit on the main event, I'll tell you that. But I'm gonna take Ty TKO.
Gibby?
Yeah. Yeah, Marcin, his fights, though his losses are against top competitors in the division. While Tuivasa has questionable fight IQ, questionable stamina. He only is good at only after round 1, or he's only good at round 1. So I think Marcin is gonna get a knockout ground and pound. So give me KO round 2 or round 3. No 3.
Who are you going with? Tui?
Marcin.
Okay.
Oh, I'm on an island all by myself. But you
Good.
know what? I'm happy on this island.
All right, let's not spend any more time on this card. Let's
What'd
just
you
go
say,
ahead.
Tuivasa what?
Round 2.
Round 2 KO?
Yep.
There we go. All right.
And
Gibby,
next,
You
the
want to go
game.
into the game results?
Yeah, I think we did decent. I mean, Noah made a good splash, getting 29 points this week. You got 25, and I got an even 21.
21?
Do I have one?
Great at a casino, not this game.
I'm the opposite.
Have you had a winning week, like where you were first?
Last
Did
week,
you?
I think.
Yeah, you had last
Okay.
week, didn't
I
you?
was just
week, yeah.
curious. I was just curious if you had one.
Or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, okay. What you had 100% right was you took Jack KO round 3, Jack Della Modena. And then you took a bunch of decisions that you had right. You took
yeah.
Felipe Lin by decision, Mateusz Gamrot by decision, and then Kyler Phillips by decision. Noah, you pretty much had 5 fights right, 100% right. Good for you, dude. 4 of them by decision. You took Asu by decision. You took Kyler Phillips as well as decision.
Now, a
Mateusz
question for you.
decision.
Can we try something new with your betting tactics? Can you just fucking bet on every single one of your picks and how it's gonna happen? Because you get 3 to 5 pretty consistently, and I feel like some of the ones you say are probably in the plus 1,000 category.
See,
you
my
not-
thing is,
Could
I
you not
always-
make some money that way?
See,
And
my thing
maybe
is-
take
is
some
I-
of those and parlay them.
See, the thing is I always do round robins with them, and my round robins, like, I had one really good one
Yeah.
where I was like, oh, 9 out of 10, that was amazing. And since then, it's consistently like I'll hit the round robin right at the edge, and then all my straights never hit. My last good straight I hit was Dustin KO. So I should try that.
Yeah, give it a try.
All right.
You took Barber by decision too, and then you took what is that? Robius. Okay,
Robelis de Spain.
There you go, KO round 1.
Plus, also the thing is that one right there. I know I was gonna straight that, and you know how much it was? It's
What?
minus 400 on the book I saw.
Oh, it was. I missed. You had Sean O'Malley decision too. Yeah,
I
didn't
know.
scroll all the way down, but oh well.
Hell yeah, buddy. Hell
You
yeah,
did as
brother.
well, Gibby.
Yeah, I only got 3 fights right, but I got
What'd you get?
O'Malley decision. I got Philip Lins by decision. I took same as Noah with that Roblius KO round 1.
There you go. All right. Where are we stacked for the whole
For the whole
season?
year, yeah. Noah's in the lead, 164. You're behind him by 9 points at 155, and behind by like 29 to Noah, at like 135. So 20 behind you was.
All right. Well, hopefully it's a little closer than that on the golf course tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully your boss doesn't see this episode.
I hope Was
I don't
smokes
tell
you.
anyone at work, so
Oh. All right, cool guys. Anything else we want to add? We don't have a pay-per-view till what? 300?
Yeah.
And that's April
Oh.
16th. So we are going to be without a nice card for at least 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Like, I'm all for fight nights. Just put some effort into him, UFC. My God. Like, it's not looking good for the next couple ones. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. They're not looking good. Like, Rose versus Ribas, Blanchfield versus Fior, Vittori versus Allen.
nope. Oh well. I mean, who's doing these freaking cards? I mean, they had like 3 weeks, like 2 heavyweight fights as the main card, and I'm just like, why?
No.
Yeah, because we had freaking, what's that name? It's even this month. Yeah, twice this month. Come on.
Yeah. And we only have one card where it's a fight night where we're going someplace. We're going to good old Atlantic City, and we're going to give them a women's MMA main event. But at least it's Aaron Blanchfield, I like Aaron Blanchfield. Not a big fan of Manafure, though.
Yeah, 2 women's main cards back to back. Come on.
That's a decent
Hey.
card, at least.
It looks, yeah.
But still, regardless, that's it for us. Any closing thoughts?
No.
Nah.
Say
Get
bye,
better.
Gibby.
Make better events, Dana. Bye.